A spirit has heard your call for help regarding a situation. In this video, I will share with you what I channeled. Hi, I'm Oracle Anie and I'm a psychic medium. I have placed information about this spirit in the description box below in case you're curious about who is assisting you. I'd like to quickly explain how I've organized this video series so that you can access the information in a pinch when you need it. The first thing is that spirit sees two groups of people who are experiencing the same obstacle in different areas of their lives. As you watch this video series, you may relate to one or the other person, and hopefully not, but it is possible that you may relate to both. Second, I've divided this message into 4 parts. In this first part that you're going to watch, I'm sharing how Spirit sees the situation that you're in and the choices that you have up ahead. In part 2, Spirit shares its warnings regarding the situation. In part 3, Spirit shares their advice to you so that you can overcome this obstacle. And in part 4, Spirit shares with you the outcome of taking their advice. I will do my best to share each part on a weekly basis. Thank you, and let's get into your message. This spirit wants to talk about overcoming challenges and obstacles towards a partnership, okay? And I'll show you, we have the Chariot card here for that, okay? So for one individual, they have experienced a lot of heartbreak and betrayal when it comes to relationships, to the point that their view of relationships, is that I'm not interested, I don't believe in love anymore. If I had to choose, I probably wouldn't choose anything, or I wouldn't be sure of what's the right partner for me. And I'd rather, kind of keep myself away from that scene, right? Let's see. I'm being shown here the Eight of Swords, okay? And this is the energy of feeling stuck, like you can't really find a way out of this dilemma, right? Out of this obstacle. And what's good is that it is showing you patience, and you're potentially putting your energy and your attention on other things that could grow, while this situation with love is kind of like in a standstill, right? The Five of Swords in reverse is telling me that you could either be thinking about redoing something or like revisiting something. Could be a story with somebody, or it could simply be an awareness that what you used to think is maybe not the truth, right? There's like, I don't need anybody, I don't need to be in a relationship, I don't need to date, I don't need a partner in life. That could be the awareness that you're getting or that you will be getting soon. And the other character that I'm seeing here is somebody that has had to learn a very hard lesson when it comes to what's really important in life. At one point, the most important thing for this person was making money, their looks, their status in society, and what other people thought of them. And being shown here that um, something has happened to have that person be stripped of that wealth, be stripped of that position, be stripped of everything that their ego was telling them was important. And right now, they are realizing that what's really important is love and emotions. and and that they haven't really been happy um, because they were ignoring like the emotional aspect of life, right? So that connection, the relationships, whether it's friendship or with family or with partners, um, they realize that all that what other people think of me is more important is not, right? So Spirit is showing me here that one of the reasons um, that this mm, loss of wealth or loss of resources happened was um, not just because of your ego, right? So we have the devil here to represent that. Um, and what I mean when I say that, like your ego, right? Talking about situations that you maybe felt a little hesitant about, but that you somehow convinced yourself that it would be fine. It would be fine, right? Like, you're not perfect, right? None of us are. Um, because of this, right, there could have been situations where you gave more than you should have. You shared more of your resources than you should have because either you didn't have all the information or because somebody was fudging the truth. And what seemed to really be important here was, you know, how it looked to other people, right? Um, Alternatively, I'm also getting that there could have been another person, potentially a woman, okay, but doesn't have to be, that was very careless with their own finances, right? And they could have asked you or expected you to share your resources with her um, just from entitlement, from a place of entitlement, right? And because she's very good looking, you obliged, right? Because the ego was saying what matters is how hot this person is. And so I feel like spirit pulled you, like plucked you out of those situations to be by yourself. Just like pluck you out of there, right? Spirit is always going to send you a handout. The detail is, will you recognize it for what it is, or will you take it, right? Will you trust it? That is a handout. Since Spirit is working through people and it is sending you people that are going to help you, people that want to give you a handout, want to bring you up, okay? Spirit is saying, this is the test. The test is, will you accept the help? Will you recognize the help? And would you be humble enough to accept it? Because you just may be like, I don't see it, or I don't trust it. So if this sounds like your message so far, or like you're one of these people, then let's continue and see what else this spirit would like to share about this, because at the end of it, it is about overcoming these obstacles, right? Okay, so for person one, the choices are to repeat the story with somebody from the past, or to realize that your belief system has been a little off. And for person two, your choices are to continue listening to your ego and being too proud to accept the help from spirit, or trust and humble yourself and take the help. What will you choose? You're going to have to subscribe so that you don't miss the next video. Thank you for watching.